Hello. I am actually in the process of re-recording this because I started it, and I have to admit, I kind of said one or two things that I probably shouldn't say on my YouTube channel because, well, we can't tell the truth here, so let's not. Final time. So, let me begin the story. I'm just doing my thing here and I get this notification. Normal day so far, normal day. And I get this. Final address to Professor Curious. Final time I address Professor Curious. Professor Curious, you need to be put in jail. Seriously. Why? Because I call you a fucking idiot on the internet? Like, seriously, the height of everything I've ever done has just been pointing at what you do and laughing. That's like the height of it. I'm pointing out when you've blatantly lied, like right now, for example. You are beyond help. My therapist would disagree, but sure. To obsess, I don't know what that means, but sounds serious. About my life, in all caps, 24/7 because you slimed on me in a stream chat. Now, to add a bit more context, Neece has changed the narrative for the thousandth time this week that this all started because she said no quotations to me in Hatman's chat. And apparently that is why I got with Meg B. Rigby. Now, if any of you who knows anything about me is raising an eyebrow and asking what the fuck is she talking about, because I've been in a relationship for about 5 years now with someone who has nothing to do with any of this at all, well, you are not the only one, because I'm also asking that. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about with this fucking shit. Mainly because I haven't been in Hatman's streams that much over the past year or so. I think I've been in total 4 or so times. And none of those times was Neece active in the chat. None of those times did I address Neece. None of those times did Neece and I have any conversation whatsoever. But this is the narrative she's pushing forward now. I'm going to do my best to remain calm, but you can probably understand that this is such a disgusting allegation that even I am a little pissed off at it. Even I can feel a bit of fire from this one. Because this is not the sort of shit you'd expect to have thrown at you over a back and forth between a retard acting like a retard and whatever else. Just saying. I also do not know what triggered this. I do know that I commented on Not All Who Wanders videos and pointed out that Neece is a massive retard the other day. Um, and Neece has been throwing a bitch fit since. But that was a few days ago. None of that shit has been a thing since. Like, I don't know why she suddenly decided to just come back and choose violence, but I guess that's what she's doing. By the way, she insists she's not like a Drastia in any way. Where I told you, no, and stop. And even the mods were telling you to stop. Now, I want to know, who are these mods that were telling me to stop? Was it Stew Dog? Raz? Was this that far back? Was it Rob the Tow Truck Guy? Was it Dexter? Are you going to try and put words into Harley's mouth? Who were the mods that told me to stop? And if any of those mods want to come forward and jog my memory as to this whole event, because I can't fucking remember, it's almost like none of it fucking happened. But if any moderators from that stream that night want to fucking address it, feel free, but I doubt you'll find one because they don't exist. Because this situation doesn't fucking exist. It didn't even fucking happen. Absolute retard. Anyway, you, in all caps, are a danger to women. In what fucking capacity? I have like several fucking servers that are a fucking safe space to several women who say that, you know, it's actually kind of nice that nothing like that kind of shit happens in there. But please, by all means, keep up with this fucking libelistic horseshit. It's not my fault you settle for Megby Rigby. Meg, she has this bizarre obsession that Megby and I are in some weird romantic or at least sexual relationship. Again, I've established I'm in a relationship with someone I've known for, well, I've known them for 10 years. I've been in a relationship with them for fucking 5 years. I have absolutely no intentions of fucking starting shit with people online, romantically or fucking sexually. That's retarded. Why would I cohabit with someone and then fucking sit next to them all night and fucking cheat on them? That doesn't make any fucking sense, does it? But she insists that you know, like, none of that's real because in her mind, but there, everyone who dislikes me is a loser. It can't possibly be the case that I'm the biggest failure in the room, the unemployed middle-aged spinster with dried up ovaries. No, it has to be you who's somehow the biggest loser. You know, the guy with a fucking home and a job who doesn't leech off his own government to sustain himself like any fucking parasite. Anyway, to put this shit to rest, no. Megby and I have a fucking chat on occasion in her server and her live streams. That is the fucking height of our relationship. You're an absolute fucking retard. Also, you're saying you quote unquote settled for Megby Rigby. Can I point out that Megby Rigby is 10 times better looking than you? I mean, that's just an abject fact, because you are a clip art image of an ugly fucking ogreous bitch. But on top of that, Megby Rigby looks like a real human being. She doesn't even look like a bad human being in the slightest. You, on the other hand, look like fucking Francis from Left 4 Dead OD'd on estrogen. Megby also has a personality that's not like fucking sandpaper on your dick. She also has a voice that's not like fucking someone trying to shove a fistful of sandpaper down your fucking earlobe. You absolute psychopath. You chose to do that. I didn't choose to do any of this because none of it fucking happened. You fucking psychotic dwonkhead. I'm just going to start pronouncing it how it's written now. Fuck you. Fuck off, punishing me, at Professor Curious, for your life choices. What, my life choice of not being in a chat, not talking to you, and also not ignoring the advice of my colleagues, because bear in mind, I'm a fucking moderator in Hatman's stream. Or at least I was. Maybe I've lost my mod privileges since, I don't know, I'm not quite sure. It's been a while. But last time I checked, I had a fucking wrench in that room. I could have had it taken away from me for an activity, I don't know. But I'm still a moderator in his servers. I'm actually a very high-ranking moderator in his servers because I've been in his community since before AP or any of this shit, before his first Adrastia stream. I was part of his community going back to 2020, maybe even late 2019. You picked the worst possible community to do this shit with. You really fucking did. You stupid sped. Right. You contacted JD Arthur on his gaming channel and his Twitch. I actually contacted him on his Twitch and nothing else. Gage contacted him on his YouTube gaming channel. That was about it. As far as my conversations with him on Twitch go, this is what you've got to show for it. These 3 messages. Hello, I'm sorry to bother you, but can I ask you some things? Specifically, is this your account or relate to you in any way? That was that account that was weird and I had to ask. That is my entire history of conversation with JD Arthur. You might also want to see, yes, these are all of my whispers. You, Jay, and someone else who has nothing to do with any of this. This is all I've ever said to Jay. So you can stop with that shit. You can stop bringing that shit up because I have not said a fucking word to Jay for over about, 3 months. And also, if you look at what I actually fucking said, nothing is even close to fucking harassment. I asked a single fucking question. Well, technically two questions, but that's like question one, that's question 1A. So, yeah, it's basically a single question. Why? He doesn't know you, psychopath. Okay, one, knowing someone in quotation is not the minimum requirement for someone to contact you on a website. I don't know you, so why are you contacting me, weirdo? I specifically addressed the fact that he doesn't know me, and I said, can I please have a moment of your time? Basically introducing myself to him. I also couldn't know him because, like you, he runs away and hides from every bit of fucking commentary that people can give him, so nobody can actually talk to him without doing stuff like that. So, as far as contacting Jay goes, let me knock that one out of the park. I fucking sent him that shit that I put up on the screen. I'll gladly put it back up again if you want. I sent him all that. I also added him on TikTok because you can't message him on TikTok without having, you know, a friend linked account. So that's what I did. I wanted to message him on TikTok, couldn't, friended him so that I could because I wasn't sure if he ever looked at his Twitch because there are apps like Restream where you can restream a chat, a stream, and the chat appears in it and everything. You might never see your DMs if you use such an app. That is why I wanted to talk to him through another website, because there's a possibility that my whispers on Twitch could fall on deaf ears. And that is literally every bit of interaction I've had with Jay. So shut up. Right. You need to be in jail. Oh, you don't need to be in jail. Given how many times you told people to kill themselves, how many times you've attacked people or threatened people. You threatened to assault Git. You threatened to fucking. You've been asking people to come to your house and kill you. You've been telling people to kill themselves. All these things are quite illegal in Australia land. Or inpatient treatment. Well, I thought I was beyond help, so make up your fucking mind. In a psychiatric facility because to contact my IRL friends is fucking psychotic. No, what's actually fucking psychotic is making a sloppy, fake allegation like this over a bit of internet beef, most of which has long since ended. This shit ended in January, and yet you're throwing this at me. Straight at my feet. Fucking cocksucker. Right. Professor Curious, am I contacting offline friends of yours, you fucking psychopath? I wouldn't be surprised if you fucking did. I wouldn't be surprised. I think the only reason why you haven't is lack of means. But you have threatened to assault one of my friends. You have threatened several people who I know with several things. You threatened to ruin my two friends who are married. You threatened to ruin their lives over some petty internet drama between us. Eckford's curious. Fuck off and move on, you psychotic stalker. Again, can I please point out that literally I haven't said anything directly to this bitch in fucking months, and the only thing I did was leave a fucking comment on a completely different channel. It was a video about Neece, and the comment was about Neece. But Neece actually could have just fucking ignored it, and it would have done nothing. I hurt your feelings. Bitch. You couldn't hurt a single fucking feeling of mine if you worked your entire life on it. You're that inept. I don't care. Yes, you clearly don't care because you've done all of this. I don't know you. Why did you tell me your life story? Why did you give me some woe is me bullshit like anyone should give a fuck? Don't want to. Why do you repeat this shit over and over again like it's in any way anything? It's pathetic. It's what teenagers do when they fucking can't get their own way. You're a stalking psychopath. Get over it. Get over what? I call you a retard on the internet when you act like a retard on the internet. What do you want from me? At Professor Curious, fuck off, move on. Psychopath. I'm a psychopath, but look at the way she types. I don't fucking care what you think about me. I think you're a disgusting parasitic leech on your government. I think you're a pathetic parasitic leech on every community you've ever tried worming your way inside. The worm rings in Adrastia's arse have more value to this planet than you could ever aspire to have. I don't fucking care what you think about me. Oh, clearly you don't. And that won't change. Clearly it won't. Because you are crying about me in everyone's comments. I left one comment on one channel like a couple of days ago. Fucking hell. Crying in a woman's comments who threw my miscarriage at me as a weapon. Okay, that sounds darkly hilarious. Like, do you mean literally? I hope you mean literally, because that sounds fucking hilarious. Did she like fucking ice bucket challenge a fucking fetus at you? And before you have a fucking bitch fit, you've just accused me of this shit. So quite frankly, I don't give a shit about your personal baggage anymore. You've lost the right to earn sympathy from me. You've lost the right, and you're also just bringing this shit up. Let's face it, she didn't even bring up your fucking miscarriage. She didn't mention any of this shit. You've just made it up. Just like I apparently made fun of your dead brother up until a few days ago, where I apparently didn't, and that was apparently someone else. And I stupid for not remembering, despite the fact that I've got the fucking screenshots of you saying it. You make shit up about people. I can prove it. I will prove it with this. And I want people to fucking know just what a fucking liar you are and what lengths you will go to lie about people. There we go. Oh, look, Hatman's wife has no recollection. Well, wife, close girlfriend, I don't know what the fucking title would be. She has no recollection of this happening. She's been around for 8 months. Can't recollect the time that you or I have even fucking interacted. Sorry, that just came up whilst I was talking. She can't remember it. She can't remember it. And she's been around for 8 months. Why is it that I also can't remember it? And no one else seems to remember it. The people from pre-Emma don't remember it. And people post-Emma don't seem to remember it, Neece. Could it be? And I know this might seem a bit of a hot take, but could it be that everything you're saying is utter and complete libelistic, caustic horseshit that you have desperately pulled up your ass to try and get an easy win, where you would not have one unless you can get a bunch of gullible fuckwits to Me Too someone? I think that might be what's happening. I think you have gone full Adrastia and you're accusing people of things that they haven't done because you've got nothing in reality that you can use against the person. But the problem is with doing that, and you should have learned it from the months you've spent stalking Adrastia, It doesn't work when people who live in the real world can corroborate that it didn't fucking happen. Do you understand? No, of course you don't, because you're a fucking retarded spastic. But it's slightly amusing that I'm having to talk down to you like you're a mentally deficient child. Because I said no and stop to you. You are. This is the longest run-on sentence I've ever seen. This is the fucking Mo Farah of fucking sentences. You are sick and need to be in jail or a psych ward. Again, woman who makes fake well, not rape allegations, but sexual harassment allegations. She doesn't need to be in a psych ward. No. The guy who points out that she's a disgusting, parasitic piece of subhuman shit for doing such a thing, he belongs in the psych ward. Hey, Professor Curious, stop stalking me. It's not fucking stalking if you tag me and everything. Leave me alone. Fuck off. Move the fuck on. Well, here's the thing. I just want to make it very fundamentally fucking clear that at this fucking point in time, you have actually crossed a fucking line that nobody before you has. You are worse than the fucking pedophiles I've exposed on this channel, half of which you've simped for, and the other half you seem to not care about because they don't get you clout for picking on them. So allow me to leave you with just everything that you need to hear. You are less than you even think you are. You have low self-esteem, I can see that. You belittle yourself a lot. And you seem to think that you're a joke of a human being. You're a lol cow. No, Neece. No. You are what people like Shani and Mary fucking fear they will one day become. Something so fucking disgusting and despicable that nothing wants anything to do with them. You're like, I'm a lone wolf. I am my own pack. No, you're the runt of the litter. Except nature didn't do its job, and it didn't do the decent thing and fucking kill you when you were small. And now you've grown into a mange-covered, feral beast that limps around in the wilderness. A creature that's supposed to be a proud predator is merely reduced to a pathetic, gimped pack animal. You are a fucking aberration. You are an insult to nature. You are a weak, crippled predator that's been reduced to a fucking carrion feeder. Except you're not even that. Because you've been reduced to the carrion feeder's carrion feeder. So the predators take down the prey, the carrion feeders come and peck it to bits, and you nourish yourself off its bone marrow and bits of fucking dead flesh, which no other animal would touch. Every fucking creature looks down on you. Prey doesn't want to be caught by you. Because honestly, it's just the lack of dignity in it, more than anything. You're worse than all the people you criticize. No, I'm gonna be honest. This whole fucking situation, right? When you actually think about it, when you actually read it to yourself, it's fucking pathetic. Because this started because Neece, the pathetic wannabe carrion feeder, found someone she thought was weak and tried to prey on her. And not only was Megby not weak, but she also had friends. And Neece found herself trying to ambush somebody and failing so miserably that she got torn apart by a pack. Several packs, in fact. And Neece, in doing that, was made to look stupid, weak, petty, pathetic, snide, a coward, a failure. That didn't deter her, no. Fast forward, we've got this scenario. Because at the end of it all, to try and get out of the fact that she tried to fucking make somebody who clearly has anxiety afraid that an entire community of vitriolic people will come after her for simply getting one thing wrong, she decides to try and METOO someone off a platform with a fake allegation, which anyone who knows a fucking thing will tell you is a bunch of retarded bullshit. But it's so pitiful. This fucking pathetic middle finger to natural selection tries to attack what she perceives to be a weak, vulnerable young woman and is now typing in all caps and putting out fake allegations in a desperate attempt to save what little credibility she's got left. You are the lowest form of fucking scum I've encountered in a while. And the only reason why you are not on par with somebody like Lance Renee or anyone like that is because your bullshit has yet to harm a child. But I wouldn't be surprised if it does one day. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if someone fucking attacks a child and everyone fucking blindly supports it. No one's shot me in the slightest at this point. I've seen it all. Anyway, let's end this with a positive note. I'll say the one good thing I can say about Neece. You see, Neece